Our topic for today is indices. What do you understand by indices? Indices is simply a mathematical way of expressing numbers in a concise manner. What does that mean? It simply means the short way or the short form of expressing the products of equal numbers. For example, if you have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What is the short form of writing this? It's simply 2 raised to power 5. That is 2 in 5 places. Similarly, if you have a times a times a times a, what is the short form of writing this? This is simply a raised to power 4. That is a in 4 places. Now, having looked at this definition and some practical examples, let's take these things and express them. What are the components of this? There are two things there, which are called base and power. You either call it power or index or exponent. When you have a number written in this form, one is called the base, the other is called the power. For example, when you have 2 raised to power 5, here 2 is called the base, while 5 is called the power. That is why it's pronounced as 2 raised to power of 5. Similarly, 8 to the power 4, a is the base and 4 is the power. Having looked at this, let's quickly talk about interpretation of indexed numbers. Interpretation of index numbers. This is where the problem begins. Because if a student is given, say, 2 examples, please. 2 raised to power 2. Definitely, they will give you the correct answer as 2 times 2, which is 4. Correct. But many of them don't know the other interpretation of these 2 raised to power 2. So as a teacher, please endeavor to tell the students that 2 raised to power 2 is interpreted as 2 in 2 places. That is why it's 2 times 2. So that when they have something of this nature, 2 raised to power 3, they will not tell you the answer is 6. Because in their mind, it's directly 2 times 3. It's not. Instead, they will now interpret it as 2 in 3 places. That is 2 times 2 times 2. And the answer will be 8, which is not 6. In a similar manner, if you give them, say, 3 raised to the power of 2, some of them will tell you the answer is 6. Meanwhile, it's not 6, but what? 3 times 3. And the answer will be 9, and so on. Join me in the next class as we discuss laws of indices extensively and point out some of the errors, some of the mistakes that you do make.